You.
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
period.
the real.
You right.
That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right.
And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to. If the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
First they love you, then desert you. Leave with a plate full with no spoon. It ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste. I've been bad, burned, then fucked over. But remain strong through the Passover. Kicking haters out of the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me that let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, no pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I beat the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save you, the weed too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry favors, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper. I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patients run there, yeah, nigga OT. Cause they wanna see me down like I'm NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me. Say I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep it G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't losing sleep while your third eye always on me. I'm stacking green just to feed the team. My boo, she know that I'm king with chasing my dream. These niggas it seems I rip them, trash them, then put on new jeans. Man, see the problem is, man, you know, I keep it 100, man. Yeah, man, like if I got it, then you got it. Yeah, man, but if I don't got it, then I'ma give it. You feel me? But I definitely got you through the ride, man. Let's get it, yo.
I'm really getting tired of ungrateful ass niggas. They really about to turn me to a hateful ass nigga. Like I was never there when you never had figures. Pull triggers for you niggas when you caught up in the trenches. Man, I really don't get it. I don't know what's going on, but I really don't feel it. Niggas really know that I've been there from the beginning. But the more I see niggas side switching, make me wanna bring it closer to the end. And that's why I can't fuck around with these niggas. I'll fuck around with my hoes. Cause niggas acting like bitches and hoes acting like bros. Man, I swear I really don't get it. How people switch up they roles. First it was nothing but love, but nowadays I don't know. It seems like anything goes. Where can I go? Cause lately fucking with you, I just stand at a fork in the road. And it's hurting my soul. When I'm around you, I shouldn't feel like I just stay on my toes. So where do we go from here? Get dough from here? Or are we gonna end it on the road right here?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to another week of It Is What It Is Radio. I'm your host, Klass Miles. Y'all know how I gotta do before we start this show. This is King Porter Forever Friday. Give my brother Jamel Raymond Bishop a moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. Joint this week, as always, got Ty's Angels. Check the shirts out, though. Yeah. Ladies with curvy confidence.
Compliments of Tamika Lee, so make sure you're following her on Instagram.
Yes, indeed.
As always, when we do the recap, I will put her contact information. Support your local black businesses. Always.
Indeed.
So as always, we do what's going on in the DMV area. So most of you already know that tomorrow is a cultural arts event that myself and Love God B will be participating in. So it's a 2-part for tomorrow, which is going to be at the National Blacks and Wax Museum. Mama Biba from the Congo is traveling here to do a special Congolese dance class. That is from 1 to 3:30. Then from 6:30 to 9 p.m., this is the free Part 2 event at the National Blacks and Wax Museum. Of no cost to you, you can have a free 30-minute tour, light refreshments, live drum playing, networking, and you get a intermission fashion show where myself and Tanika will be modeling some African attire. So please bring your children. It doesn't cost you anything, and they get education, part of the indigenous Sankofa. If you don't know where you've been, you do not know where you're going. Upcoming events, I announced last week that Love Be God has finally, after 3 years of planning and writing and praying and supporting, has launched her nonprofit business, HOME, which stands for Helping Other Mothers Everywhere. This is focused on individuals that have been victims of violent acts and or the system. She will be hosting a male's shelter clothing drive. So make sure you're following the It Is What It Is page as well as hers. Donations. As always, if you would not wear it yourself, please do not give it to someone else. Just because they're in need does not mean they have to take any and everything. I am hosting underneath of my business, 3-Star Purpose, the gift of warmth. I am collecting scarves, gloves, hats, and coats to pass out, and we will also be feeding the homeless. So stay tuned for the feeding of the homeless. So that is what is going on in your DMV area. And as always, we want to lift Dave Charles up again. Yeah. He recently lost his daughter. So he is still, although he's grieving, mourning the loss of his loved child, please go out and show your support on November the 10th. On November the 10th, he is hosting a King's event. This event is geared towards building, uplifting, and inspiring our Black men. So for the single moms, if you have young boys or you know some young boys, please get them and take them to this event. In the recap, I will post the information. Oh, and last but not least, November the 8th is the casting call for Project Heat Baltimore.
Yes,
So everybody's running up on me.
Yes.
You better not say nothing. Everybody is running up on me asking me, do you die? Do you die? I don't know. I took a heck of a beating in that episode 10. So make sure you come out and at least meet the cast and the insane brains behind that project. Some of the team from the New York Project Heat is going to be down here as well. So I'm looking forward to meeting y'all. And my announcement is I did my first monologue casting call on Monday. I didn't even know what a monologue was. So I YouTubed it. Wasn't really helpful because I was still nervous. So I'm excited to announce that I have been selected to be in my first theater play ever underneath a Tanisha production. So thank you, Tanisha, for the opportunity. Yes. I am looking forward to it. Okay. So we have amazing guests tonight with us. I don't even think I have to introduce this guy, but I'll do it anyway because this is what I do. We have the amazing Mr. Klass here. For those of you who do not know him, I met this gentleman at Runway Liberia 2 years ago, and I called myself messing up his swag because he came out behind. I was the one that was like tapping the models, like go ahead out there on the runway, and he had this. I'm colorblind, so to me it looked pink. I don't really know what color.
It was pink. It was pink.
Okay, it was pink.
It was like that. It was pink.
And when I turned around and I saw it, I said, "Good Lord, he know what I like." So, Mr. Klass is not only a model, an actor, and an amazing father of 3 beautiful girls. But if you're not catching him in air one of them realms or playing Daddy Ling Ling,
Daddy Ling Ling show
live, you will definitely catch him in the surrounding community areas giving back. So he's definitely what I consider to be a community activist. So we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you for having me, man.
And we want to get into your business. Tell us about you. What's going on?
Oh, man. What is not going on? First of all, I definitely want to give a big shout out to Miss Tanisha. She was in her last play, which was Listen. And she is a wonderful, wonderful person to actually work with. And she's been working with a lot of different people, but it's crazy how, things always come together in the way that God actually puts people into your life to make sure that the play is actually going to be able to get its actual substance. So she's been working on a few things, but man, it's been nothing but a blessing to work with her. So definitely big shout out to you, Miss Tanisha. Also, I have my biggest play yet which is same script, different cast, working with brother Derek Darrell Dixon, 3D Productions. And we are on tour. Like this year, we will be in Atlanta. And the next year we'll be in Houston. We got Stomp the Runway. He's just an amazing person. Like if you don't know brother Derek Darrell Dixon, he is that guy. And once I met him, I actually met him at David E. Talbert. We were taking classes for David E. Talbert. And he came up to me and he gave me like, oh yeah, I write scripts. And I'm like, oh, here we go again. So I'm just like, yeah, that's nice. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But I gave him my number and he called me literally the next day like, hey brother, I saw your monologue. I listened to it. We have to work together. And from that point on, it was an instant brotherhood. And it's been nothing but amazingness just to be able to work alongside and to actually learn and to actually be able to grasp some things from him. Because in this line of work, you always have to consider yourself a chameleon. I never consider myself a professional. I've been all around, do a lot of different things, but everywhere that I go, I play dumb. Because when you play dumb and as if you don't know it all, people will tell you everything that you need to know. But when you address some things and you come about it in a cockiness, oh, I don't need to talk to them, I don't need to do this, I don't need to do that, they're not going to talk to you. You're not going to be able to learn and absorb some of the things that they actually have to kick. So I greatly appreciate everything that I have going. I have so many modeling gigs, and here in Atlanta, LA, I'm just try to stay busy, but my main focus is my girls. And I try my best to, because sometimes it hurts me. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it does hurt me because I know my kids, they don't really understand right now. And I try my best as a dad, like I talk to them like they're full grown adults. 2, 11, 16, I don't care. Like I talk to them like they're fully grown, and I try to absorb that and I try to let them know, hey, daddy is out here doing these type of things for you. Because for me, at the end of the day, only thing that I need in life is to eat and water. That's it for me. As long as my daughters have what they need to have, and I can keep my daughter off the pole and twerking videos and this, that, I feel as though I have accomplished some things as a dad. So I keep my best to try to lay that hand down like, hey, and I don't even have to spank my kids. I just tell them, hey, daddy's disappointed. And when I say that, they literally break down. So that lets me know that I'm doing something right. But I know that every day I'm a work in progress. I never consider myself a perfect dad because I know I always have flaws. And there's some areas that I definitely know that I need to work on because my daughter, oh my gosh, my oldest Zabria, she's getting older now, and I'm
Don't have a
Nobody prepares you for that.
And no.
And then you know how you was at that age.
Yeah. Oh, don't remind me. Oh, God.
But of all the many roles that you play and the hats that you wear, I think from what I see, because I don't always chime in, but I watch a lot of your live videos. Some of them are hecka funny. Hecka funny. But I really love how you're constantly reiterating factual points. One, with your girls, I love how you interact with them. The Daddy Ling Ling video is funny to me. But I always tell fathers of little girls that you are her first interaction with a male, and you're setting the tone of the type of men and the characteristics in which she will be drawn to. Do you strategically plan the things that, one, you allow yourself to be a part of in the show? Because you have the name Mr. Klass, and I mean that name comes with some responsibility.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Do you strategically choose what you allow yourself to be a part of, as far as fashion, the fashion shows, the acting? the different things that you're doing, is there any in the back of your mind conscious replay of what if my girls see this?
I will say this. I have brought my daughters to a lot of rehearsals and to a lot of practices because I want them to see how hard daddy actually has to work. But the one main thing that I instill in my kids is the level of respect. Because I don't care how much this person is paying me. I don't care how far you think your production or how far your production has gone. If this is not going to benefit me on a respect level, I have to bow out. And I make sure that I keep it 1,000 with my girls. Because I don't want it to be sheltered. I don't want it to be sugar-coated. I want them to recognize the rawness. They have to recognize the rawness of it. Exactly. Exactly.
They know how to deal with it, or you know how to say no, or yeah, or whatever. It's like, oh, I never seen this before, or I never been exposed to this before, or
right.
Daddy ain't never told me about this before.
Exactly.
Right. So
exactly.
I definitely get it.
So I have to make sure that I instill that and I do that, and I make sure that I say if you don't feel it here in your production and you don't feel it as if this is something that you actually want to be a part of, it's nothing wrong with being boisterous and letting these people know, hey, this was a great opportunity. I thank you for this, but at this point in my life, I don't think that I can be able to accept this type of role.
Was there ever a role you went up for that you didn't get, and you didn't get it not because you wasn't qualified for it, but you may have not gotten it because maybe somebody, you know, the producer's nephew was going up for, you know, somebody's girlfriend or, you know, something like that. Has that ever happened?
Yes, that has happened numerous of times. I remember this is probably about the 5th or 6th time it happened. I did a go-see for DTLR.
Okay.
And I love DTLR. I still love you. Don't get me wrong. It was to be the spokesmodel for Timberland for that summer.
Okay.
And I took my oldest daughter there. And I said, I always look at my competition. I said, okay, that's where they went wrong. They did that wrong. I know that I'm 10 times better. And these are the things that I repeat in myself, and these are the things that I instill in my daughters. Hey, you got to talk yourself up, because at the end of the day, nobody else is going to boost you up. So I went out for this. And I seen a whole lot of people, oh, hey, what's up, man? They shaking the producer's hands. I was like, oh, Lord. So I'm sweating bullets. But then I went back into the corner and I prayed and I said, God, what is for me is for me. And I said, only thing that I want from the start of this, because they had it where you had to go up on the panel of judges there. It was about 5 or 6 judges there. And they grade you right then and there. It was almost like the dunk contest. They putting up 10s, 9s, 5s, 3s, and I was like, oh, he got 3s. Oh, Lord. So I'm like, okay, I know I can do better than 3. I know I can do better than that. And I said, Fat, and this is what I called my old. I said, Fat, only thing Daddy wants from this, I want 10s all across the board. And that's what I'm shooting for. That is my goal for today. And I went up there, and I killed it. I got 10s all across the board.
That's what's up.
But it came down to social media.
Oh, okay.
Where you have to have the fan base.
Right.
You have to have the amount of people that are going to support you, whether it's going to a different website, hitting a like, clicking, sharing, this, that, and the third. And I'm not a big fan of that myself.
Hey, Mr. Klass,
So
hold on 1 second. We got to go to a break.
Let's break
We
it.
will be right back. Don't go nowhere. It is what it is, radio. Mr. Klass.
I thought you was gonna have my money today.
Man, it is what it is.
Then last week you told me your wife was cooking.
Man, it is what it is.
Then again, I don't think I want your wife cooking because you don't like it.
Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio. It is what it is, 9/11.
Are they ready to? I know they're not ready to accept it, but yeah, exactly. That's my whole thing. Like, how many of them are really ready to think about it like that?
None.
You know, like
I think the problem is
like
I don't even know how we got here, but it's inbred.
Mm-hmm.
You're not born to hate people. You're not born to distinguish between black and white and Asian and Hispanic. That's something that you're taught. You're taught. Point blank, period.
Straight up.
My daughter came home and told me that her white teacher was black. Maybe it's because it's how she treated us. She don't see any color. But when it comes to all her friends, all her friends are mixed. All of her friends have a white parent, black, African, Hispanic, other parent.
So
children don't see color. You breed your children. I'm not breed.
Right.
You raise your children to see that.
Yeah, most definitely.
They don't see racism.
Well, I guess
I met a little girl who had a black doll, and she said because the black dolls are prettier than the white dolls. But then I've taken a black doll and a white doll and put it in front of two kids, and it's a study that they've done before. You put it in front of two kids, and you put it in front of a kid, and you ask them which one is the nice one.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way. Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world, I found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife, and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated baby sitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all the hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. Don't recognize why killers was going through her beef. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2 couldn't be undid. 9 months later, delivery and it's one big. But this time it was an older dude. But the shit happened so fast, she barely know the dude. Damn, but we all make mistakes though. And the older we get, that's how mistakes go. So he claimed the baby, now with no money. He said shit was hard and his dollars was kind of funny. Real was feeling like that was strike 2. So when it rains and pours, that's just how life do. She was thinking about her childhood and how life flew. A daddy she always loved, but she never quite knew. This was before the bags and the cellulite grew. Other bitches in her shoe, no telling what they might do. You lose a lot of friends, they start to despite you. Passing judgment when they don't got the right to. And even though I love the gangsters, the same for the gangsters. I remember you no matter how big the fame gets. Paint a perfect picture, baby you can frame this. As long as I'm snapping, you will never be nameless. While I was robbing, you did things that was shameless. Both products of our environment, we was blameless. They deserve better, those women who raised men. Who went out of town with us in that day's end. The ones we leave on the streets when them days in. Got slammed right with us when the feds blaze in. Not only men is going through it on the wild turf, but the women too. Add that to the childbirth. Kids raising kids, not knowing what a child worth. How you walk in they shoes when every mile hurt. Turn down the nigga, now you can't get respect from him. Think you should fuck just cause you got a check from him. It's bad, ask him where is his pad. Them broke niggas always bitter and it's sad. So what they done to you, they done to me, they done to us. So when I speak of real niggas, just know you one of us. Gas. Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. Feel me? So no matter what you up with, I go hard. Don't matter. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen this less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all the homies head. I could wait for your response, but they let her hear me talk, so I'll just wait for the applause.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back.
No, that is murder.
We are back. And joining us, comedian, funny man. Met this guy about like 2-3 years ago. I don't know. A while ago down the Comedy Factory. Cool dude, man.
One day.
Comedian Ken Jones.
What up, baby?
I'm gonna let you introduce your man.
Yeah.
I finally got him here.
You forgot my name.
My bad.
Nobody.
We was in special education. We all grew up together. We was in the same class.
This is my guy Ryan Cannon.
What's up?
He the other lead
Appreciate
host
that.
for the Ridiculously Funny Comedy Series, Baltimore edition. We're gonna be kind of bringing it down here every other month, starting next year. Okay. We're gonna get it done. It's gonna be once every other month, and then we're gonna start monthly.
Okay. So what got you into comedy, man?
What got me into comedy?
Yeah.
Crazy Facebook statuses. yeah, crazy Facebook statuses led to somebody saying, hey, you should do this on video. Did it on video, led to somebody saying, hey, you should do this on stage. And I did it. Besides the fact that I love Martin Lawrence and that You So Crazy stand-up special that he did. But
Yeah.
That was epic.
Like a boop, boop, boop.
All over your body.
Found out on that road trip.
So that was my shit. So, and I wasn't allowed to watch it at the time. So, yeah, I was only like 13. But my parents didn't play that shit. I had strict ass parents.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. So, that's just.
Man, hey, look, I got a few questions. I guess y'all want me to.
Yeah.
With your, cause this my guy. I've been following him for a minute. He's a funny guy. He's creative. Where do you get those? Where do these ideas come from with those videos, the voiceover joints? Cause they be. It's like when something go on, I can almost count that you will make a video about it.
I've been trying to stay up on every topic, but there's a lot of topics I'll be missing. But it happens. I'll be walking down the street. That's it. Literally happens. I'll be walking down the street. It usually be somebody else. Somebody be like, yo, you should make a video. Right. You know what? I should make a video. So I do the visual and then I give it like 3-4 days and I think over what I'm going to say and then I come up with the best ideas and put it together.
You ever had anybody come at you like, hey, take that down, or hey, that wasn't funny, or hey, like, no?
People say my shit ain't funny, but that's life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna please everybody, and plus I'm a touch the edge type person, so I'm a.
Is it touch the edge?
Yeah.
Or you gonna jump on the line? Which one you doing? I think you jumping on the line.
I'm jumping, whatever the case is. I'm doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm living on the edge and jump crossing lines. That's what I be doing. So I already know what the reaction gonna be. So.
Is there any subject that you feel as though you don't want to touch bases on, or you kind of shy away from?
Momentarily, just because I'm not famous yet. But as soon as I on this shit, that's only because I ain't famous yet. I can't get to the point where they just gonna listen to anything I say. Cause I'll talk about anything. It really don't matter. I feel like you can make anything in life funny. You just gotta come at it a certain way, in a certain angle. You just gotta figure out how to present it to the audience. Yeah. And once you do that, they accept it.
True.
So,
what's been your biggest challenge being a comedian?
staying a comedian. Yeah, like the whole not making it yet and then having to live regular
real life. Yeah. Family, real life.
Yeah, I got 2
responsibility.
kids, you know what I'm saying? You got family. We going in and out of jobs and stuff, trying to make this money just take care of the crib, but still want to live our life. And then every time I leave the house, my lady talk about, oh, you ain't getting no money tonight. Why you going out there?
You gotta hope she not watching.
Don't say I'm still owe you money.
I ain't talking about like a current lady now. I'm just talking about in general. You know what I'm saying? You know, old chicks, whatever the case may be. But it is what it is. So it's a lot. So it's a lot of issues, but. Just staying a comedian, staying relevant, I figured my online presence helped me.
Right. But a lot of comedians, I'm sorry for interrupting you. A lot of comedians, their online presence is awesome, but their on stage presence sucks. I see that a lot. Like, wait a minute, that's the same person I was.
I think too, like a lot of comedians, especially the time me and Ken came in the game about 10 years now. Close 8, 10. Yeah, so when we came on, you had to be funny on stage first. I would say that online comedians started maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, but we had to go ahead and take them hits, get booed off stages, and you had to take those hits early. So now I think gaining the online presence, I think that Ken has online is vicious because he's vicious on stage, so it works out both ways.
You kind of did it the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like a lot of your online comedians, they are funny online first, and they get pushed to the stage. So now they got all this following, and you guys go see them, and you be like, man, they trash.
And I heard that.
Right. It's too much expectation at that point. You in love with the character.
Right.
And he gonna be himself on stage. He only can be himself, especially for the fact that he's nervous. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be him, and you don't like him like that.
Right.
Y'all in love with the character. So if some people come see me from online and be like, oh my God, it's not the same. Like, but I'm not him on stage. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go talk about my kids, my life, and whatever problems I had this week.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I just dig it. I got a question for the panel, right? It's something that went on. We were going to touch on it last week. You said we are going to hold dog.
Why you gonna blast me like that? Like I be bossing over? Okay, go ahead.
Well, fellas and ladies, I got a question, and I'm really waiting for you.
Look, you see the eyes?
Y'all heard that thing about Tank, right?
I know.
Oh Lord!
First off, I'm a Christian. Klass, I done prayed for this.
Yeah, look, right. That man said, and the thing is, when it went on, I put we got group message, so I put it in the group message. And I say that if a man suck a dick once, he gay.
Yes.
Well, that was a horrible analogy that he used.
It was.
It was horrible because it's a double standard for women and men.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a woman can be with another woman one time,
and it's cool.
Sexy.
Oh my goodness. She was experimenting.
It's different. We like that. We want to see our woman with other women.
Where me and you can't even talk at a urinal. No, we gotta look straight.
Listen.
The minute I pull mine out, we stop talking.
Yep.
Ain't nothing happening. And then once we pull back, we can start talking. We cannot talk
while
both of our stuff is out. Yeah. We can talk when we get to the sink.
Yeah.
While we handling our business,
like you can talk until you get to the sink.
To the sink. But that's a double standard.
Let me say, I don't think his delivery of the point he was trying to make was good. Tank, you suck, boo. I love your music though.
Oh, it's amazing. Isn't it amazing?
Yes, it is. Really, it is.
Now you gotta listen to it in the dark like R. Kelly. It's horrible.
His execution of what the point he was trying to make, such as what you just said, the double standard, I think if it's acceptable for a woman to explore that and it be okay, it should be acceptable.
No.
Yes, it should.
No.
Why
It
not?
should be.
Double standards are in place for
I
a
know
reason.
it's not, but I'm just. But let me just say, for the people that's viewing, it does make you that way. It makes you bi. The same way it makes a woman bisexual if she's experimenting. It doesn't mean she no longer is sexually and physically attracted to men. It just means she likes a variety.
Okay, I'm gonna go with
So
the
we can be
bisexual thing.
Yeah, I'll take bisexual for 5
Be bisexual, all right? But to a community of hood men
I want to it's either straight or gay. It ain't no bisexual.
I'm not saying a word.
Can we get them scientific?
But that's double standard. But why can't he be? That's
Life is made of double standards.
I'm aware of
Yes.
that, but
So
we
now-
as a panel, we don't have to fall into that compartmentalization
I believe in
of
double
being
standards.
amongst.
Double standards are
I
amazing.
do not.
Right now, okay,
I do
okay,
not
hold on,
believe
time
in
out.
double
So me and you are riding. We riding. Oh, all right, your car need gas. I pumped the gas last time. Are you going to get out and pump the gas this time?
Yes, I will.
Oh, absolutely not.
If I
You
won't,
can't
if
do
you say
it.
I won't,
It's a
then
double
that's
standard
fine.
that is placed in life that I'd feel
I'm
like a
gonna
real
stand
bitch
my
if I let you
ground.
get out that car and pump gas.
And I'm
when
sitting
I'm
there.
sitting in the car.
That hurts my soul.
I heard you talking about your daughters. If your daughters had a guy that said, you know what, you take out the trash, baby.
Nigga.
Oh, no, you know what, baby, get your stuff. Get your
It's
stuff. See about it.
over. It's over.
Bro, that just don't work.
It's over.
But you're trying to mix apples
support the
and
biggest
you're
double
trying to
standard.
mix apples and oranges with this topic with Tank. We're talking about a man that obviously
Suck the dick.
can't say
It's
that.
all right, you can say
Mom
it.
is watching.
It's all right,
No, I'm
you
not
can say
gonna say it because
He said
I'll get a
it. Same
phone
thing.
call.
Same thing.
That's his preference. And that doesn't mean he deserves any less understanding or respect. Because if you're going to respect this woman, y'all say if we're with one another, oh, that's hot.
That's
That's
cool.
sexy.
It's cool.
She could be my boo.
It's cool.
There's people that think that's hot.
But you
No, that Tank doing what he did is hot though.
I like it.
We just don't. We're opinionated men. We don't like it. Not to say there's anything wrong with it. We just don't like it.
Come on. Hold on. She said something.
I ain't even hear that.
Wait. Let's go back to before the butt licking.
He said a thing before where he said about, getting his anal area licked. So my thing is
By a woman.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
But what I'm saying, this is my thing. I messes with Tank on the strength that he does not care. He's being himself.
That's
and
right.
He's not afraid to say it. And he
Shout out to
doesn't
you,
care
Tank.
about what
Do you?
nobody feel. And that's the problem. That's the problem. People are scared to be who they really are.
I agree.
Who he really is gay.
He's bisexual. He's not gay. He still like women.
Because he's scared we're going to judge him.
He's already being judged.
The judgment is him being gay.
He's already
And if that's what he is, that's fine.
And nobody
It's fine
cares.
with being gay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Would y'all play basketball with him on the court? No.
First of all, I don't play basketball.
I don't play basketball.
I don't go down low. I'm gonna stay outside and take jumpers. I don't go down low. You stay outside and take jumpers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this is my take on it. I actually dissected this whole situation. I feel as though that Tank was in a certain situation, being as though he was in an area of women of all female panelists. So he felt as though he was in a safe haven.
He was comfortable.
So I feel as though that he didn't. I personally think, quote unquote, that he didn't. Yeah, that part on the corner on the carb. That part. I feel as though that he did not do that. I feel as though that he's just being boisterous and he's just expressing his opinion and saying that, hey, this is what some guys do. If he wants to do it once or twice, that's his preference. That's what he wants to do. But I feel as though Tank is, now see, I know a very great friend of mine who's very good close friends with Tank. And they're like damn near brothers. Went to college together, this is that and the third. And I know that Tank is a stand-up guy. Although we don't know about everyone's skeletons in their closet. But on a personal level, I just think that he felt as though he was in a safe haven, but I know that he didn't rationalize and I know that he didn't dissect the question and answer it in a proper nature. So whereas though when it comes out, it's just like, oh, that nigga's gay. But I feel as though he was just saying, all right, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. If he just do it once, twice, this is that, and the third. Now, me personally, on mine, I would never think, oh, I've never tried that. No. That never ever crosses my window of error.
Because you say that, and the whole question was, remember, the beginning of the question was, hey, if a man lies once, that doesn't make him a liar. He lies 10 times, that makes him a liar. And then he jumped on that example, and I was like, because I was with him, I was like, yeah. Right. I was with you till you got that.
Y'all, we gotta go to a break. We be right back. Don't go nowhere. It is what it is. Radio. It is what it is, baby. Like and share the show. Like and share.
So I didn't even. I ain't starting to watch.
Listen to this flashback of Skyline Radio Show.
So where we at? Where we talk about the effects and what's going on in these schools.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand. Just real briefly, I just want to talk a little bit about what people say bullying is or is not. So bullying comes in many forms. It's a teasing, it's the cyberbullying, it's the texting, it's the phone calls, it's the posting of pictures and people's personal information to pretty much cause them harm, to have them feel insecure. It's the sex assaults that people actually put out there. There are physical assaults, and there are mental assaults and emotional assaults. And what I like to remind individuals that any aggressive behavior towards anyone that is unwanted and unwarranted, and an individual asks you to stop. Let's stop there. Stop.
And they should be respecting that.
Respecting that and respecting yourself, because when you're able to respect another person, you're able to respect yourself. And the way that you're able to show that respect is that you know that you have a gift and you're uniquely made and that you matter, and then you also acknowledge that the next person beside you matters as well.
Right.
And we lose that sometimes. Bullying is a behavior that underestimates the lives and legacy of you. I'm sure when they was bullying me, and I'm sure when they was bullying you, they didn't understand who you're going to become later on. I didn't know.
Right, because I'm popping. I can't All right, let me tell you, all those people who felt like they wanted to say whatever to me, look at me now. It's like, no, y'all don't understand, but I've been through some things, okay?
And you know what? No. I applaud you and I salute you, because a lot of times we do not take the time to say, I'm okay, and I'm okay with me, and there's nothing wrong with me, and I'm amazing, and I'm blessed, and I'm strong, and I matter.
Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Skyline Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco. Strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go. Chose by another nigga, bitch, damn. This chopper got 50 round clip. So this Molly and the syrup got me geeking, shorty. Ain't know I popped them Xannies, had them sleeping on me. Love in a hood full of hate. Pray to God that he open up them gates. Rest in peace to Freddie Gray and Lil Scooter. Putting on for our city, watch his door. Next stop, Texaco. Strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm taking it off.
And we are back. I want to hear about this scientific.
So my question for Mr. Klass, so y'all know he's in same script, different cast.
And he plays the pastor.
He plays the pastor. It's a bad time for him to be playing that.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a pastor.
Good time. Good time.
Yo, last name Wilson.
I'm not gonna lie. You remind me of a shady pastor. I ain't gonna lie.
I was getting ready to wear my whole work clothes in. I said, you know what? I'm not wearing a suit today. I'm changing my clothes, goddamn. I'm changing.
All the deacons gonna hate you for hitting their wives.
So how many jokes or have you been approached by women that know you're playing the role of the pastor? Which we saw that wig too. You lucky I couldn't find it.
Listen, let me tell you about that wig.
You got wig?
For the part. I'm like, this wig, I don't know what this wig look like. The wig look like its name is Flossie. It looks like a Flossie wig. I'm telling you. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I got it laid down to the side. That's a good wig.
It's horrible.
Slick back.
So have you been approached by women?
I have, and it's crazy because it's usually like the church candy ladies that you know, the ones that got the bag of mints and the church candy that stick together and they lick it and put it back in the bag and you still recycle it. They come over and they say, "Oh, you are so crazy, I had no idea."
She showed her, they want it. She
like, "Man, are you hitting on me?" And then that's when I'll be like, hey Derek, come here real quick, brother Derek, come here real quick. But yeah, they do, and it's mostly the older women. It's mostly I don't know, that may be some type of fantasy that a lot of people like. Yeah,
Cougar candy.
Right.
Cougar candy.
Hey, if you get paid on the 1st and the 15th and it's come on time,
might Cougar candy.
Yeah, doesn't mean that.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if you got it. Nigga, that's a t-shirt. I'm
Cougar candy.
What are you talking about? Oh my lord.
That is a t-shirt.
Y'all take that with it.
That is a t-shirt.
I'm about to get a t-shirt press. I'm about to do all this shit.
Hey,
you're gonna get a t-shirt.
Do a video about
straight Cougar candy.
Video about that.
Get a whole logo.
Ah, look at you. See, he the inspiration for letting get videos. Come on.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the football. I had look right. My son been going through some BS with his football team. I hit Ken up, yo. Listen, these coaches, man, and these mothers, man. I need a video. I'm in DC at my son's game. I just go on Instagram. Dear football coaches. I say, yeah, my nigga did it. My nigga did it.
Take care of you.
Yo, if y'all don't know, follow my man Ken Jones Comedy on Instagram, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Come on with this topic, Neek.
Okay, so
it's a topic. It's a topic.
I was in the dark.
Right. Who you with?
I was in the dark.
So, Dr. Nicole and I was just.
She's straight. You ain't about. No, they caught us.
Look,
come on.
They caught
No, that's us. That's us. Come on, we gotta go. Come on.
Since, you know, it's a lot of single people up here. We just was like coming up with different little pickup lines that we would use to like pick guys up.
Yes. I got some good ones.
So I'm gonna let y'all. Go ahead and do yours, and then I'll do mine.
Yes.
Okay.
I just want to say mine's a bomb.
That's calm.
Ray gotta hit that.
We'll be the judge of that.
Hey,
whatever.
Might not be able to speak like that.
Let me see. Go ahead.
Let's see what it is.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, your lips are popping. They popping. Okay.
Because it's all about presentation. Let's see what.
So I'll use mine on Mr. Klass.
Yeah.
So kiss me if I'm wrong, but dinosaurs still exist, right? That's cute.
That was terrible.
It made me think, and it made me laugh to say, huh? Yeah, which will encourage further conversations.
Right.
True.
Boom. So for any viewers that are watching me, I'm an analytical person. You're never gonna get
I'ma just kiss you. Just because you said
Right.
kiss you.
That's the whole
Man, I don't have any change. I don't have any change, man. I don't have any change, man. I gotta go.
It depends on what you look like that day. It depends on what you look like that day. If you the shit that day, I'm kissing you. If you not the shit,
I don't have any change. I don't have any change, man. I gotta go to work.
25 cents.
Here's the that's really one of my pickup lines, like for real, for real.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that because see, the thing about it with me, the shirt confidence, you have to own whatever it is you do, and I'm okay with the word no, accepting and hearing no builds character for me. And I met this guy when I was going to the Paradox. Telling my age.
Talk that shit.
Dude was fine, and I went.
Did you just leave Silver Shadows?
And I gave him my number, and I was like, "Call me later." And he was like, He was like, "You cute for a big girl." He was like, "But I prefer smaller girls." He was like, "You're not my type." I slid it back. I said, "Boo, I'm everybody's type," and gave it back. Needless to say, a couple of days later, he called. He called. We started hanging out just as friends, and he tried to slide in for a kiss, and I was like, "What are you doing?" Because I got to see his character or lack thereof. He talked about everybody he saw in passing, and what I was initially attracted to was the physical, but getting to know him as a person, as a man, I was like, oh no. So I was turned off by that. But
Hold on, question real quick. Did he GTD though?
What?
Get the
draws. Get the draws.
No, because if you can't get me mentally, no.
You don't know about big girls. They're like insomnia cookies. It's hot and warm. Open in the middle of the night. Oh my goodness. No.
Hey, Miss Nick, your head.
Oh Lord.
If sexy was a crime, wait a minute. If sexy was a crime, you'd be in prison for life. That was good. If sexy was a crime,
Sexy was a crime, you'll be in prison for life.
Yeah.
He said that was good before we could respond.
That was like a family feud. Good answer, right? Good answer.
Can we stop putting the black man in prison in the same
Okay, okay. That was my, that's what I can relate to. I'm sorry.
And then I don't want to be sexy and in prison. I don't want to be sexy in prison at all. What you trying to say? I'm Banks? What you trying to say? I'm Banks? That's what I'm trying to lock you up.
Forever disrespect.
I don't know.
I got another one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Hey, you do yours.
Okay, my next
They
one.
got lists.
That's right.
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
They've been practicing all week.
Right.
Oh, we got another one. All right.
You remind me of a light switch because I really want to turn you on right now.
That's so 1978.
You're a hater.
I take that one though. I take that one. I like that.
Thank you, Ken.
I like that one. That was a good job. Like this.
That was better than yours.
Listen, that's gonna get 2 drips of blood in the pen. That's all.
It's not bad. Word?
Get up.
Word?
Why you looking so sad and gloomy? What you need, a dose of vitamin me?
I like that. Vitamin B. I like that.
But then you can't be whacked.
Yeah.
You set it up that you can't be whacked.
I like that.
You like
now,
that?
He says you can't be whacked.
I like yours. Better be amazing.
It has to be amazing. You put too much pressure on your vagina.
Right.
Because now it has to be amazing.
Put the shit on the pedestal.
Oh, word? Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
Red like sunshine.
I thought I did need that.
Vitamin B. I like that.
So we noticed y'all are critiquing our pickup line.
Okay.
Okay, I got the best one for you.
We'll be the judge of that.
I don't have one.
I got one for you right here.
Okay.
And don't say free tickets.
I do free tickets to everything. I'll talk to her. Go to the show anyway.
Excuse me, I am a little lost. I have been looking to find my way all day today, and I am looking for. I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect you. I'm looking for your number. Can you please just put that in there for me?
I would give you my number, dog. Although he
the accent. It probably would be more the accent. Yeah.
I've been looking for your number all day. I need to find it.
All right, Tyree, what's
Who you with?
What's your line you use when you pick up the lead?
Oh, Hannah.
Think of one right now.
I mean, I'm straight to the point.
What you say?
Hi, I'm Mr. Miles, the writer.
That's it.
That's it.
Buy some clothes and tune into the radio show.
I said buy some clothes. Oh, you setting up for really? You gonna say it all your life?
Tune into the radio show.
All the.
It used to back in the day.
What it get you now? Cursed out block.
No, I'm not my business.
Okay.
I'm happily involved.
Oh!
When that happened?
Hot dog.
I told y'all.
I didn't know either.
I'm gonna take.
I didn't know
Yeah,
Really?
I'm taking.
Official.
Yeah, because you can put it out there.
He's yours.
Hey, game over.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Pew,
This is not about me. This is about y'all. But yeah,
Oh, in the group chat, we gonna talk about this. You have a choice.
I still love you.
Okay, I didn't get that memo.
So,
Where was that?
Can let's hear one of your pickup lines?
He funny, so he don't need one.
Yeah, I really don't use too many pickup lines. I just, like, I might say some crazy shit, like, or it's not even crazy. I'm like, yo, what's your number start with? 267 or 215? Yeah, because we up there, so it's simple shit.
That's straight to the point.
I come like,
That's straight
I like
to the
girls
point.
with big heads and little necks. How you feeling with that? I like girls with big heads and little necks. How you feeling with that?
Wow.
Okay.
So
I hope she don't have a big.
Wow.
that's funny.
listen, girls with big heads and little necks get the best head. I don't know. It's like a little Bible head. Think about it. I'm a Christian. I'm black. I'm praying on this.
All right.
How y'all feel about that? Y'all think that's true?
I don't know.
They try to tuck their neck.
Big heads.
Okay, you mean like short necks or skinny necks? What do you mean?
Short necks. Just
Because short neck,
Ninja Turtles.
you know, but then you a skinny neck, that's something different.
Now I don't know if I really like the skinny necks. No, skinny necks is cool because they come all the way back.
They lay off the ends of the bed.
They
That's when you're expert. That's when you're expert. You lay on the edge of the bed, face up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And your level is like.
That have a nigga cooking bacon in the morning for no reason.
Did you slipping there?
You put bacon in the you put like turkey bacon and bacon to bacon.
Yo, y'all crazy.
Let's pray.
So I have a question.
That's pray.
Have you ever had anybody offer you sex like at a show, after a show,
Yes.
like some? Okay. Or is it?
Man, you funny.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It was a good night for me though. Like, it was a good night, and I was that nigga that night. I was that nigga. I was the funniest niggas there, and it was a good
Ain't
night.
that almost better than getting paid?
Yeah. And I didn't get paid that night, so like, and I got some pussy, so I felt good.
Okay.
You straight.
All right.
Like, no, but I got pussy off of bombs too, so like, I get
So
some.
sorry for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The courtesy coochie.
Listen.
Nobody likes you.
I did the Philly Apollo. This was the Apollo, but all Philly niggas.
Oh, wow.
Niggas. I'm talking about. Like, so I go up there. I'm like, hey everybody, what's up? This side make some noise. Woo! This side make some noise. Boo! And there was a rap after that, so I got booed off stage. I go on the train on the way home, and this girl's like, "Oh man, I seen you get booed earlier, and I really wanted to hear your set. You look funny as hell, but let's exchange numbers." Gave her my number. Next day, fucked her, and that shit was amazing. Shout out to Bob. You know what I'm saying? I kept my for like 6 months and shit. Like, she came to a couple shows.
Right.
What about you, Mr. Klass?
Oh shit.
Oh, you know what's coming? You know what's coming?
I have got. See, I'm a guy of a different species.
Oh, what does that even
So, I watch a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I always go for the quietest person in the room.
They the nastiest.
They always the nastiest person. But someone who is out there, got everything hanging out, I'm going to look and I'm going to congratulate them from a distance, but I'm like, that's not who I want.
Okay.
But when you get, and it has to be like the right time, but when you get the woman that's just, and she can tap into their head, it's different. And it hits all areas. So it's just like, okay, I might give you some courtesy dang-a-lang. I ain't gonna give you the
Courtesy dang-a-lang.
I ain't gonna give you the monstrosity, because we got levels to ours. Just as well as y'all got levels to y'all, we got levels to ours.
Can't give everybody.
You can't, man, because they get crazy.
Yes.
They, man,
C
listen.
plus, B minus.
Exactly.
Stay away from the monstrosity.
Exactly. Exactly. You got it, because I'm telling you, everybody can handle the monstrosity. It gets real. But I've had offers, but most of the time, pretty much 10 times out of 11, I'm declining because it's too crazy. It's too crazy. And if you that bold, like to come up to me like out of nowhere, then my mind is automatically thinking negative. Like, oh no, what just happened? Like, I know I'm cute, but off the rip, you just ready to give me everything?
Everything.
I'm good, baby. And I just laugh and I pass them all to a homeboy. Hey, yo.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, those be some of my best relationships in life, bro. Like, those be some of the people that last the longest. Those be the ones who last the longest in my life.
Nothing better than a woman
like
that knows
the
what she
ones that
wants.
make me wait 3-6 months
Trash.
to get that shit.
Trash.
It was terrible. I stopped talking to them. I don't like them as a person. I hate them as an individual. Like, all that shit. The ones that just give it to me, like, oh my God. It's like, then you realize, then you realize she is an amazing person. Like, oh my God.
I can really get to know you.
I can't believe it. She's awesome.
And I honestly used to get offended by that. Like when I get and I deliver, and they say, "Oh my God, thank you so much." What you mean, thank you? Why would you thank me? This is so. I feel so hoish. don't thank me. But now I had to learn to, take that as a compliment. Baby, thank you. I needed that. The devil was on me today. You lifted that monkey off my back and my cat.
You gotta thank your lady. I think my ladies. I don't know. I think I do.
You
I
said
think.
you thank her?
Yeah, I definitely thank them.
What you say?
I appreciate you. I definitely I appreciate you and everything you do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them know.
With the Russell Simmons thing for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Real shit. Like, gotta keep them coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, when women feel appreciated, they do more. I want you to do the most you can while you with me.
Yeah.
Everything. I don't want you to hold back none of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Look me in my eyes, because you gonna remember who gave you this. Don't be trying to replace me with Charles. No.
Sometimes you got sent $40. Sometimes you got sent $40. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Get your nose done.
Appreciate you.
It's
45 now?
That's 50 with 10. 50 with 10. Yeah, it's real out here.
And if she get tips on her nails, it's more.
And then it's like what, gel?
Yes, you
Like
did.
gel. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the gel.
Okay.
The gel is
I'm
a lot
cool
better,
with all
'cause
that.
it looks better when
You gotta come see me as soon as you get them done, though.
Bro.
I'll let you pick out the color.
Cool.
Hey, what color you want?
But I need to see them on me when you get them done.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
That's the first and
cool.
foremost.
I send 50. You know what I'm saying? Because Cash had to take out their percentage. I don't
Right.
want
Unless you gonna wait 2 days for you.
I want to fuck up your account. So, you know what I'm saying? I got you.
Live it right
baby.
now.
that's funny how they got a little light.
$52.
Like, you run it right there.
Wait, my 2 days. No, mama, you
I
ain't
never wait 2 days.
You ain't
No.
get that 29 cents. I want all my money.
See, you
Every
old.
dime.
You old. That's
I
because
can wait.
you know how to stretch $2.
Yes, we can.
We can't even ask you that question. You off the Tyree?
No, he can answer for previous experience.
He better.
He gotta go way. I gotta put Bernie back.
The question
Way
is,
back in the day.
back in the days, did any girl try to give you some draws after a show just because you was you?
I saw you on the radio show.
Pussy throwing at me just walking down the street.
Oh,
I ain't never really do no show.
They was
What you talking about
throwing
for the
it at
radio?
you,
See, that's that light skinned nigga shit. See, I like light skinned niggas. Out the bars, Chris Brown ass niggas. Fuck them.
I ain't Billy D. Williams, no, pussy always came easy.
Never like these light skinned niggas. Oh, no, I got a better question. Did y'all ever try to give a man something just because you seen him being him
Some
on
courtesy
stage or doing what he do the best?
You ain't never gave up. Like, what if y'all been best friends for a long time and he done been there? Oh, I got a flat tire.
I'm not talking about best friends. I'm talking about you walked in a room like, oh, that nigga's the shit.
I just lit up the room.
Like,
Something about him just lit up the room.
I need him, or I need
I've never
not
given
tonight,
how many,
but
but
tomorrow.
The thought has come?
Yeah, but
You
I
never did it? Why not?
never did.
So is the 5-second rule, is that true? You know if you
I do. I know.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
and then most of the time they just mess it up and talk themselves out of it.
Anything stupid.
Or, and for me, even if I see a guy, if I'm feeling him like that and I'm at least thinking about it, and then I see him approach a certain type of female, I'd be like, he trash. And
I'm like that with women too.
So let me
I'm like that with
ask you,
women.
how do you say for instance someone comes, let you know that they interested in you, but they cool, you like them, y'all cool friends, y'all might be co-workers, whatever the case may be, but you just don't look at them in that way. How do you tell them that?
You're asking me?
No, I'm asking the guys.
Well, it's different between guys and women.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Cause I'ma just keep her as a friend. It don't really matter.
I mean, so what do you?
We don't say nothing. Like we just let
Yeah,
her hang
you just-
around.
But you're still gonna hit though. Don't act like you're not gonna hit.
She's not. Like
but
you're
you're not
not.
interested.
No, it depends. What type
She
of
wants to
woman
go,
it is. Like if
but-
she's a woman I'm not attracted to, like
Or
nah, I'm not.
anything, or you just not
I'm not.
interested. So what do you say to them? Do you not say nothing, or you
I don't.
Nah, I just keep them coming to
Keep it
shows.
cordial. I just
I
you
keep
got
it
you
cordial.
gotta keep it cordial, and it's just like you
don't burn
don't
bridges
necessarily
like y'all do.
you don't want to burn the bridges
What?
because sometimes
What
it's
that shade you just
I don't really think women burn bridges because a lot of times the women will keep that glass box. You know what I'm saying?
They always got a glass box. Like your options is always open.
They always got a dude that they can make that call. They
Always.
got a replacement.
It's about
Their
17
replacement is there.
F you to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they gave the F you finger. I know. I would never ill. But last man on earth. Like, you know,
I've been ill and still hit. Like, I would never ill and then it still hit. I've been that dude.
Hey, look up, y'all. We gotta go to a break, man. We will be right back. Don't go nowhere. Please like and share the show.
Like and share, baby.
Call us up, man. We want to hear what y'all got to say. We'll be right back.
No, I definitely didn't ill and still hit.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Black by Demand radio show.
Control. They said she wouldn't, so they didn't know if she had a weapon. So it's just a mess. So yeah, you do have to have these discussions with your children.
You do. And you have to make them aware of that there is an enemy out there. Every time the police pull you over or every time you have an interaction with the police as a black person, you are at risk of being in front of your enemy. Hopefully, it's not a police officer that wants to demonstrate that he's your enemy, but we all see it's a high probability of that being the case. So if we're not talking to our children do not have the coping mechanisms to deal with these type of intense situations. What they're going to do is what most of us do as black people, me and anyone else, which is become emotional. And that is the trigger point for the police. They know that black people are emotional people. So when they arrive on the scene, they are purposely trying to say and do things to you to get your emotions up, right? And then once they get your emotions up, then it's like, oh, that's what we needed. Now we're going to kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. You know, so I'm saying we need to have these discussions with our children, you know, and make them understand in this day and age, and it's every day and age really, but we'll just say this day and age for the sake of it being so prevalent on social media, like you have to understand what you're getting yourself into. And I think a lot of us as black people are just scared to still tell our children that there are a group of people out here that are your enemies.
Join us every Monday at 12 noon for Black by Demand radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Fall into this unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new. Take a break from our broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't get the feels off from me. Oh no, she couldn't get the feels off from me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
But then you find out love your life is just
Ain't
trash.
shit. Now you got it's getting spicy. Woo! Where were we? Where were we?
We were talking about this settling down and just committing to someone simply because they've been there for you through difficult, challenging times, through good times, because you've reached the age out mark. You've done all your sexual acts. You've done all your sexual acts.
Age out.
You gotta do all your homework first.
I can agree to disagree. I do not agree with that. And the reason why, I know someone personally right now that is married to someone that they do not want to be to, simply because they don't want to be by themselves. They feel like this female is a good woman. And granted, the female probably is a good woman. However, if you are not enthusiastic, excited about the person you are going home to and in a relationship with, that is indeed a problem.
That comes with time.
It comes with time, but if you know going into a situation y'all are unevenly yoked, why would you do it? Why would you do it?
I think I'm the only married person here. Nobody else is married. I think in a relationship, some days it's gonna be, oh my goodness, I can't wait to get home. And the other days it's gonna be like, oh God, I hate this bitch. That's a relationship. That's just a marriage.
I understand that, and it's not. And people, I'm a little annoyed when people feel like there's degrees of separation between marriage and dating. Marriage is a title to me.
Agreed.
It is a title because you have some men and women that are out here in a union that symbolize what man call marriage more than the people that has the paper. So I ask people to be clear on that. I'm okay with some days he may want to come home to me, and then some days he like, Lord, I can't today. But at the same time, when he walked through that door and he see me and I see him, we remember why we are together. That's what I'm talking about. And there's a lot of people
you ain't gonna remember it. It's gonna be some weeks. You gonna remember it. Oh, I hear your point.
You cannot so much want to acknowledge it in a moment, but it should still be in existence in a relationship. And we have a lot of people out here that are in and getting in relationships simply for convenience. They're walking and that's the whole comfortability piece. And then they wonder why they have so much chaos, or the person is stepping out on them, or they're constantly bickering. And I just want, first of all, people need to be okay with being by themselves.
True.
If you don't know what makes you happy, don't expect that man or that woman to invest all their hard energy. And when you have people that's joyfully married, getting married at age 52, if I have to take my time to meet that person that ignites that fire in me mentally, spiritually, and physically, I am okay with that. I am not going to do it just for convenience, to be able to say I'm in a relationship.
If I ain't get it by 52, I'm just.
I'm
But
sorry. I'm just not doing it.
What you said too, there's a lot of people that jump out because they think that, oh, it's not working right now, so let me just go out and find another one. You always gonna have problems in a marriage, in a relationship.
Right.
It's gonna be super hot and it's gonna be super cold. And when it's super cold, you gotta go through those tough times.
And people don't know how to communicate and work through things.
I think men don't know how to communicate.
I think women too.
Women know how to communicate, and the thing is that women want you to communicate their way. And I'm not saying, and that's the problem that I think that you'll run in, is that we communicate a certain way. Like for example, me and my wife's going through something, and she's talking, oh, you didn't communicate. Like, yeah, I did. I took these days off work so we could do that. Well, you didn't say you were taking these days off work so we could do that. No, but I took the days off work. Right. What the hell else do you think that we were going to be doing those days? See, that is the difference in the communication that I think like a man and a woman like.
Yeah, like you should know.
Maybe.
So you got like spell everything out, talk slow, say things that you thought that you didn't have to say. You got to say everything because you got to use a lot of words.
Yes, he did.
You got to use a lot of words, and I don't like to use a lot of words
at all.
Oh,
like
this
my
is what it
actions
is.
speak for everything.
Yes.
Like
yes. Physical,
Exactly.
physical creatures.
Talk to them like a child without treating them like a child.
But that works for the individual that's in that situation or that relationship. What I love most about the book 5 Languages of Love is that you have to understand your mate's language. Some people are gift givers. They feel like, oh, if you're giving me things, then that means you like me. That means you love me. Some people are I'm a combination language of love. I want to see your action with it. You can't just tell me I respect you, I like you, I love you, and then you go ghost on me, or you're disrespectful, you don't make time, you won't even take the time to listen to me sharing with you. And then you have some people that's just okay with you, calling saying, love you, girl. And that's okay, but people just really
What's wrong with that one?
I have a question
What's wrong with that one?
So
you get it all the time.
What's wrong with that
being
one?
that you like to see actions, so if I lied to you to protect your feelings, that action should show you, I didn't tell you about her. I didn't tell you about what I did with her, and I lied to you because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. So my actions show me that I didn't want to hurt you. That's why I lied to you.
No,
she want your actions not the fucker. Yeah. That's some bullshit. You know, okay? Because that's what we do.
Not me, because I'm married. I don't know if my wife's watching.
That's what the rest of us do.
And you get a lot of people that say that I lied to you because I love you and that could very well, and being fair, that could very well be that man or that woman's authentic reason and love language. But again, it comes with communicating with your partner. First of all, y'all should be establishing a friendship. That's number one. That's where we going wrong at. We're like, oh, she cute, she got big butt, oh, her lips is popping, and oh, girl, he got washboard abs, he fine. And you don't know the core of a person.
He got a beard.
If you get to talking to a person, you can kind of get a sense, a pulse of his or her psyche. Lying to me and then telling me I lied to you to protect your feelings. No, tell me the truth. Respect the fact that we have enough history and foundation that I will work through it, or we can come to an adult agreement that, you know what, this was just too much. Let's just go.
But they don't want the truth.
I want the truth.
They want the truth.
I want the truth. Don't lie to me,
but when you
because I
give it
become
to
a different
them,
person
they
when
still
I
try to
find out.
dissect it and make it be something else.
Don't leave me when I tell you the
Adults
truth.
want the adult truth, not the 5-year-old truth.
Right.
It's adult truth and a 5-year-old truth. You know, a 5-year-old come up to you and be like, your breath stink. Now I'll come up to you and give you a stick of gum. Hey, everybody want some gum with your breath stink? A 5-year-old tell you your breath stink. So now you don't want that. Hey, I like to fuck up bitches once in a while. You don't want that. You don't want that.
I want the truth. If it hurts, let me deal with the
every once in a while. Okay, I fuck this bitch 2 times a week for the last 2 years.
But I love you.
I love you.
I love
work
you
all the time. You work so much, and I really don't want to.
And you doing radio shows on Friday nights?
I want you to be overworked and then come home and then still gotta fuck me.
You should be talking to your mate about an open relationship so that y'all can agree.
No, why would I want it open?
No. I don't want you to fuck anybody else. No. Again, Again, the double standard. No. I want to fuck other people. No.
Not you.
I don't. The only place is fair was in August that they open up down at Timonium. That's the only fair I know about.
No thing.
Ain't no such thing.
No that. Child support ain't fair either.
Y'all are dumb men are so upset. Y'all want to mess with other women, but don't want to share y'all women.
Absolutely not.
Why would we want to share our women? That don't make sense.
That doesn't. Absolutely.
It's been instilled in us since we was
kids. Women was
kids.
built for a reason. Y'all.
That's a cop out. I don't agree with that either.
It's been instilled in us.
Have either of you ever swung on a man first?
Yeah,
I know light skin. Let's ask
Yeah.
this young lady here. I know light skin. I know.
I bet you.
So
I would just say right now, I don't like domestic violence and all that stuff. I'm not in agreement with none of that.
But you took them glasses off.
But when he hurt your feelings,
Both of y'all.
hurt your feelings.
shit get real.
Y'all
He was
abusive.
enticing in
Not
that.
abusive, but have you?
Actually, I was just playing with him. Then he was like, "Oh, I don't like the horseplay like that."
No, that's a
You
fact.
never really.
Oh,
Oh, you have
I'm 5'2" and I'm short. My strength
But
cannot match
you do
your
Taekwondo classes, you got belly dancing classes, you got pole classes, you got all these extra strength classes. Like, you strong.
The pole class is
Oh, you know you
a couple times.
Top.
Yeah, but if a man do that to you, where he going?
to
To
jail.
jail.
Because double standards is life.
Maybe.
It depends on the female.
It depends.
And
If
how
they from
flashy
East
she-
Baltimore, nah, they gonna square up. She gonna square up. Word? We like that now?
And this guy, you just want to get to the phone first, goddammit.
And you running to the phone.
Hello.
Viewers, if you're paying attention, they will swing on you.
Yeah.
No, that was like, back in your 20s.
She don't say back in it. She only 23.
I'm 41, but back in like 23-ish, around that time.
Double standards is real. That's all I'm saying.
Stuff happens.
This is what we live in.
You live and you learn.
I'm not double.
And you want to be fair, but life ain't fair.
Yeah.
And once you realize that life is not fair, and you gotta deal with it a day by day.
Everything else is going on in
Y'all want construction
No,
jobs
you can
and
rearrange your
everything.
life
you
to
don't.
be.
You want construction jobs, but who's carrying the wood?
I mean, that just mean y'all gonna not have the man y'all want in your life, cause we gonna cause we doing what we do, and y'all want what y'all want. So it's never equal.
It's never going to be equal.
To me, it feels like a woman. Y'all always have something extra. It's like, oh well, I want this, and we give you that, and be like, oh well, I forgot to add on this, and be like, all right, well, I can squeeze that in. But then you ain't top off with this. It's like y'all keep going and
But you ain't
going
tell us
and
about the
going
size.
and going.
Hey,
it's
we went to go get the size, and then you wanted a drink.
You're right. I got another question for y'all.
The drink.
Would y'all?
You should have knew that. You should have knew that.
You would
thirsty on the way
make your man
home.
happy, correct?
Say that again.
Is it true that you would basically go above and beyond to make your man happy?
Indeed. Yeah.
Go for y'all. So, if your man wanted to bring another woman home,
And he was honest.
I've done that. So
You already know how I get that. I mean,
Let's talk about this. Come on.
We don't know.
Listen, I told you how I like light-skinned girls with kids a little bit. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Please elaborate.
Right.
Did you enjoy it?
now on the flip side, what about y'all?
Absolutely not.
but they don't know.
What?
He like,
Bring what? If you to bring another girl home, yeah, she can bring another woman home.
No. That's
Got one dick in the room policy.
I ain't gonna lie. No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm optimistic. So, I can do it.
I've been down that road.
Like that. So it gotta be like,
Okay.
it gotta be a swingers club we go through.
We gotta be like out of town.
Yeah.
If we local and you like Charles, hey, I want you to meet my man. Nigga, no.
A nigga tag.
How long you done known Charles?
Some other chick, but it's the whole.
But no rotisserie. No rotisserie. We ain't doing rotisserie.
What if she was like, it's a fantasy of hers to have two guys at one time?
Oh.
Not my girl.
Not mine.
So you would not be willing to do
I'm actually open to that. I'm actually open to
she could
that.
have had it two guys at one time, but it's gonna be another girl there, so I could go. There will be another female there.
Somewhere along the line.
Like it has to be worked out properly. Like the math got 2 + 2 = 4.
I'm actually open to that, and the reason why I say this is because I've been down that road, and I am a 50-50 type of guy.
Now, you've been down that road as the boyfriend or as the +1?
That's a
both.
I kind of figured you was about to say
both. Yeah, I've been down that road as both, and it's been some times where as though she's been interested in women, and I went down that road and I said, okay, well, it's only fair. But if we in town, no.
Right.
Now if we out East Indonesia, some goddamn going, well, little Bangladesh, okay, all right. He look like he brush his teeth, okay, as long as he stay on his end and I'm gonna stay on my end, and we gonna set some rules aside, goddamn. Like I'm cool with it.
No,
I can handle that. I can handle that. No, because at this point it's a competition. No. At this point, it's a competition. Okay. And at the end of the day, I'm a killer. That's when I take it another level. Oh, you thought you had the dick? Oh, here comes monstrosity, goddamn it. No, I'm letting you know.
I'm staying with
I got a few more
silent
tricks in the bag.
Even if your girl get her back banged out and the nigga seem like he fucking her the best in his fucking life, right? She still probably didn't even nut.
That's true.
Because
you would be amazed like how many times like us guys we fake.
Like listen, every time I think I'm fucking the shit out of my girl, I'm not. She like slow down.
Shut up.
Like I'm missing the whole spot. Like it's a fucking fake reality of us that we fucking faster that make her nut faster.
Exactly.
That's not it. Like certain women work a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Every woman works a different way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
So guys, y'all do fake orgasms?
Yes.
I don't.
Hell yeah.
I never knew that.
Hell yeah.
So recently, like I did not.
Yeah, I just
so like the whole
every man has done one
like,
at least
No, that's a real
2-3 times.
I don't know how you fake that.
Okay, so it doesn't go
The same way y'all do it.
The fake joint is like,
You spit on our
All right, Joe, I'm gonna have to call this Uber real quick. But you done faked it because if you fake it, it's usually whack. It's usually whack.
No,
I fake whack.
Let me get the towel. Spit on the face.
That was a lie. It got all over with
Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me.
Don't move. Let me
My bad.
Girl, you had me waiting. I mean, sometimes you gotta do it because I am without sharing too much information. I'm long-winded and I'm a rounder. Okay. So I'm going. If I'm doing this, I'm aiming.
You
to
got a week over here. Balls deep.
No, stop. Why would you say that?
CPR.
Why would you say that?
Listen, they can make a caramel baby. It's not even bad. Playing around. Hey, get your pastor costume. Right.
Yo.
Hit it with the line.
I've been looking for you.
Awesome. Don't be using my mind when you go back to
I'm like,
you just got to do it. I mean, us as men, we always aim to please. So it's at the end of the day, it's not always. It's not really about us. It's not really about us. As long as you get yours, I'm gonna get mine later.
Sometimes aim to please.
Thank you for your honesty.
Sometimes it's all about me.
Right.
I just think
I aim to please. I'm with Klass on that.
9 times out of 10, the episode guys is going to be you're gonna come. Like 9 times out of 10. So with that type of mindset, you should be like, okay, I know I'm gonna come one way or the other. So let me at least think about her. I mean, I would think.
Sometimes. It depends on the girl though. Like every girl ain't
worthy of a.
This ain't for you.
Yeah. It definitely depends on the girl. Like certain girls, I'm going extra. Like from the rip.
And especially the ones you first meet. Is that true about guys?
No, the ones you been waiting 6 to 8 months for. Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
No,
I'm gonna kill you.
No.
I'm telling you off the rip.
It depends on the girl. What she look like, her personality, her qualities. Like I'm. When I meet a woman, I feel her out. Like I feel if I could do certain shit with her, even if I'm wrong. Like if I feel like I could do it, I could fucking do it. If I feel like I can eat this pussy, I'm eating that shit. I'ma tear that shit up too. If I feel like I can't, I'm not touching that shit. Not at all. Like I might put a condom on my fingers to touch that shit. Like God, let me play with this shit real quick. DJ. I probably didn't stop though. That's saying I just can't do everything for everybody.
That's when you know you shouldn't be doing it. Like, I know I shouldn't be doing this.
This is so bad. She's gonna stalk the hell out of me later.
Like if she don't even smell good, like
but y'all do this shit too though.
Like you might be able to do something, but if she don't even smell good, like when you hug her, like I sniff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I sniff women. Like
usually that's
why I'm a hugger.
You know what? I'm straight on.
That's the number one reason why I'm a hugger.
Go home. My wife just called me. It's like some. Forget it. Keep on.
Like if she smell good, like oh shit, I might want to. Yeah, I might want to devour this pussy. Like
I'll let the moon on the roof.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all crazy.
That's how. I mean, that's just how it gotta be. I mean, we know y'all have a lot of individualities. Y'all got so many levels and plateaus to y'all stuff.
I got 7 nuts.
I ain't gonna give them the head. I'ma just. No. Put it all the way in there. Put it all the way in there. Look me in my eyes, yeah.
So bad.
Look me in the eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, cause y'all do that, boys. And let's get this shit straight. This shit, when y'all, I can't do this shit because we've been talking about Tank and everything, but when y'all just do the on the Lord, that does nothing for us.
What? Stop it. You're making me mad.
It does.
Making me angry.
It does nothing. What they do?
I'll take
just
that.
I need you to divide. I need you to.
Licking milk, like
yeah, like no, don't do that.
Don't do that to us, please.
So what you want? You want strong licks?
Aggressive licks.
I'm trying to figure out.
Burger King.
I had one girl like, yo, you need to move your tongue fast. I had one girl like, yo, slow it down. Then I had one girl like, oh, the clit is too sensitive. You gotta work around it. Now I had one girl like, work around it. Focus, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Get in there.
Only on this. You know what I'm saying?
Get in there.
What y'all like?
It just depends. Like
I'm a guy of no fingers. I don't believe in hands.
We're trying to figure this out.
I don't believe in hands. I don't know how y'all still do that because I've seen and shook people's hands and I've seen what they do with their hands. So I don't believe in putting my hands in a female.
Really?
I don't believe in it. I don't believe
so you like that?
Now I know I can get the stuff.
You got to throw fingers in.
I don't necessarily believe it. Like,
it's called the three play.
The three? Wait, you
tongue on the clip, one in the foot, one in the
two in the pit, one in the stick,
one in the pool.
All at the same time.
Two in the paint. Oh yeah, you gonna play? Oh, you calling me tomorrow?
Okay.
Oh, you calling me tomorrow?
Because I never do that all at the same time.
All at the same time.
Two in the paint, two in the paint, and one in the stick.
It's really not. It's really not.
Yeah, I learned that at the age of 6. Two in the paint, one in the stink.
What you like?
She told us. She told what she like. So now you gotta.
I'm otherwise.
She like.
Write it down. Write it down.
Your mama know what you like.
I can read it out loud.
Your mama know what you like. Don't worry about it.
Really, she doesn't.
Mama know everything.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
We gotta go to a break. Nobody go nowhere. Same subject. We'll be right back.
Yo.
Because I know she looking like.
This is lit.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like, you know,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Skirt, 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 skirt. Stop. Skirt, 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 start. Stop. I be up in the way. 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 Running, running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face. I be up in the way. 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 Bedroom phone ring, girl in t-shirt answers me. I get off on the way that she answers me. First time saw her, I knew she was the one for me. Ever since then, we been vibing on some chemistry. It's just a matter of time. I know she feeling my vibe. I got the keys to the ride. She put her hands on my thigh. She got that look in her eye. SL what I'm riding. Royalty, call me highness. All day and overnighted. Cause it's crunch time when I'm grinding. This Adderall got me nauseous. Proceed with caution. Tired of lanes, I'm exhausted. Poppin' Zanny Zan, sipping out the faucet. I'm confused, don't know what I'm doing. Wait, what I'm doing? Got me going where the I'm going. Out of space where I'm going. Wait, where I'm going? Wait, where I'm going? Out of space where I'm going. Out of space where I'm going. I be up in the way. 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 Running on my face.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Oh shit, 5, 4. We are back. Dang, 2 seconds early.
We back. It is what it is.
We got Dev in the building.
Dev just stepped in the building. I know y'all haven't been saying me a lot. I've been a little late. It's cool. When I get on time,
You looking at the wrong camera, sir. That's the camera.
Looking at the wrong camera the whole time. So.
Right.
It's all good, bro.
I didn't catch it until I watched you. It was like, oh, over here.
And we're back. It is what it is. Y'all know Dev is in the building. I just stepped in the building. I apologize if y'all been missing me, but I'm here tonight at this moment right now. Right?
That's all that matters.
I'm pretty sure they was talking about some whole interesting, entertaining, get y'all fired up, get a little freaky, and you know what night type of talk, right? I'm just interrupt y'all and let y'all know if you a fan of Dev, you a fan of my lovely B right here, Dr. Wiggly.
Dr. Wiggly.
Dev. Give it to me.
Dev. It's Wagner. Just stick with
I'm sorry.
Just stick
Dr.
with
Wagner.
There you go.
Doctor. She thought I wasn't gonna get it right real quick. Dr. Wagner. That's known on the Heat.
Project
Heat Baltimore.
I was ready to tell you Project Heat Baltimore.
Okay.
It's hot.
Yeah, it is.
Watching her. And you
It
seen that
is.
scene when she threw her hair back and the nigga tackle her and she was like, oh. If you want to know about that, Project Heat Baltimore.
Check it out.
What I was saying was, though, I'm about to get more consistent, but I'm here tonight. Y'all go ahead and finish.
Yeah.
I had to let that know for my big sister.
I love the way you coordinate. You got the watch with
what
the
she
belt.
likes.
That's dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we
Back to our regular schedule program.
Back to the topic at
I'm
hand.
gonna tell you what she likes.
She likes strong hard licks. One in the two in the clip. One in the.
I'm gonna tell you
One
what
in
she
the
likes.
tank. Yes, one in the tank.
One in the tank.
Yeah,
Y'all
two in the
ready?
tank, one in the
What she
tank.
like?
What she like?
She like male consistency. That's why she. That's why she.
So does that mean?
Listen. That's why. Listen. That's why she
So
in
that-
her little bro butt about being on the
So
show
that
on time. Because listen, that come with my outlook and how people view me and what's going on with me, and it come with our show as a collective view. You know what I'm saying? So when she tell
She
me
wasn't
that,
watching none of this shit.
I wasn't. But listen, to go back what she was saying, I guarantee you what she's saying. What I'm saying, she want male consistency.
We ain't even talk
So
about
we gotta be consistent with the.
Hold on.
What kind of head is she like?
We want to know when somebody go down there, what does she enjoy? What does she enjoy?
So what?
He got to stay down there.
If it's at the spot, you got to stay consistent at the spot.
At the spot. Okay.
Y'all not hearing what I'm saying?
Okay.
Y'all not hearing what I'm
You
saying?
hearing them, but you ain't listening.
It's come from a guy that been on the show with her. You feel what I'm saying? She know I'm already engaged, so I have a fiance, so she know this young man is already taken. But yet and still, she tried to guide this young man the right way. You feel what I'm saying? So with her guiding me the right way, I listen. You feel me? I've been listening.
Yeah.
What my older sister may want. She want a consistent man.
A consistent man.
How
That's
you
gonna
like
do
man?
things.
And now we want to hear from the defendant. We'd like to hear from the defendant, please.
I don't like your lawyer.
All right.
He gonna send you to jail.
What I'm saying is, if you ask her how she like it, then you can't 5 nights out of 7. You got to give her that 5 nights out of 7.
Okay.
Reason being because
So the
if you're
same thing.
if you're a real male, you like to please your woman. So 5 nights out of 7, you want to please her.
Let me say it correct.
Sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes.
Ryan the best ain't shit.
My wife knows that.
I'm glad you said that. Cause listen, it's been times I done came in the house. Oh, you fucked up? I can get one in right quick. Right quick. I ain't got the whole nothing.
Yes. Yes.
Quick. Hey!
I'ma hold this cheek up real quick. I'ma hold this. If we gonna be on the side real quick, I don't need you to do nothing. Bow. All right, Joe. We say. God bless. Good night.
God bless you. Listen, that's for all the married women that come in and y'all might be thinking like, oh, I might miss my man horniness or nothing. No, you didn't miss out.
Horniness.
You was there for everything.
You was drunk and fucked up. We took advantage. Thank you. Thank you. Now we ain't got to worry about you getting your shit. We just get out.
It's me too long now. Your wife can call it on you. Your wife call police on you. What's
Absolutely not.
Hey, no. Next here. Tell me again.
It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
It's in the what?
It's in the Bible. You can't.
King James.
It's the book of Job. The book of Job says. The book of Job says. Bam.
But see, we on a different level. Like it don't matter if it's early morning, noon, night. We want it. We still gonna make sure she get 2 or 3 at least. Before.
2 or 3 what?
2 or 3 nuts. You got to. Because if you don't, then she gonna wake up in the wrong hour and it's gonna be like, babe, I'm tired. You ain't shit. I don't feel I ain't got time.
If she a girl that nuts 2 or 3 times,
This is my thing.
I ain't like no nut like that.
See, listen.
I had girls that nut like
lunch
11 times.
As long as you got the Gatorade and a honey.
nightstand right there.
It depends.
Hold on. Go ahead, bro.
I had girls that nut like 11 times just from one session. But then I also had girls that only nut once. Then I had girls that don't nut at all. And there's nothing I can do about the shit. I'm trying my best in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? At all points of times, I'm giving 100%. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes 110. You know what I'm saying? And extra dick, I don't even got.
About clitoral stimulation. If you can figure that out, then you didn't.
Okay,
then
However, you know that it's scientifically proven that you get, if you can stimulate a woman through actual penetration over clitoral stimulation. So, example, if you can go and hit it and get her to come over, eating it out, and have her come. Oh, you say words like eating out.
That's different.
That no. That it is proven that they'll have a hard time leaving you because it stimulates the same.
Yeah.
It stimulates the same things in the brain as breastfeeding.
And as the eat niggas ball as also. So that don't even mean nothing.
No. Time out.
I like those.
So what my man just said, right? That's something I read about at a very young age, and I knew about. I'm talking about lock it in, like read about it. Oh damn, for real? Word. Oh why?
The lock it in game.
So the lock it in game.
Okay.
Sometimes as a man, it's some shit that you learn as a man. You be like, all right, that's cool.
Let me put that in my back pocket.
Man, what? Some shit you be like, shit.
Let me put that right in my back pocket, right here.
Thought he had that.
See, I'm a fan of.
That still doesn't. I mean, I see what you saying with the scientific and all that. I would only speak from bullshit I've been through. And I'm just trying to say that the clitoral stimulation is. Like, it's about the climax. It ain't just about the organs. It's about the climax, the shaking.
But sometimes aren't those G-spot? Aren't the G-spot stimulation?
Wait a minute, and you can also get that from anal. You can get that same type of climax. Anal.
It depends on what the woman and the guy is into. So, which is funny because we did Sultry After Dark for our viewers. We did part 1. We will be doing part 2 again, but we're going to bring some educators in to actually help the men and women understand that when you're actually engaging in sex, it's more than just, for me, let me speak for me, it's more than just the physical, because I actually start reaching my climax through the communication aspect and the courting part of it. Like, I can literally have an orgasm without him even touching me.
Yeah. I like that right there. Speaking on that, I'm gonna touch on that before you go, bro.
But that's just where I'm at in my life with things.
Before you go, right? What Big Sis just said, right? Y'all know I bush all the time. I got my companion. Like, that's the type shit I be on right now. Like you feel me? Touching her from not touching her. You feel what I'm saying? Touching her from not touching her. You feel what I'm saying? Like as a black male, we gotta come in control without control how much we have on this sensual woman. You know what I'm saying? How much, what we can do and how much we can create with this sensual woman. That's what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? And you can create more than just a kid.
See, I'm more of a man that I always go by, you kill the head, the body will follow. Everything starts with a mental stimulation. When you're able to get deep into a woman's thoughts, her vigorous mindsets, it creates a greater and a bigger orgasm. Because when you're able to connect on that different type of level, and that's why I'm a man of conversation. Because when you're able to touch them on that different type of brain cell, it triggers so many different things, and it makes her be.
Mind fuck somebody.
Hey, the mind fucking starts at hello. The mind fucking starts at hello.
I'm just gonna come to the house and wash her dishes.
The mind fucking starts at hello.
I'm fucking you, girl.
I'm gonna come and clean your stove. I'm gonna do things like that.
I'm the maintenance man.
You need somebody. What you need happening in your garage? Let me organize your garage.
Where else does it stop though? Where else does it stop?
I don't want nobody playing around in my mind and all that.
No, it's not playing. It's not playing around anymore.
Shit got time.
Yo, we gotta go to a break real quick, man. Don't go nowhere, man. It is what it is, radio. We'll be right back. Like and share the show.
You got it.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange radio show.
Any trouble, because I get into any trouble, but I had a problem that this then became a discussion at that workplace environment. Now, the discussion was I should have been more sensitive. In what way was my first response? And I guess when I had to meet with that said person who had the issue with the person who was said leader of that organization, I said, well, to that person, how would I have known that? Well, you should have asked.
I think so. You want my opinion?
It was a circle, and I was willing to go on that merry-go-round.
You are better than most.
Yeah.
I think that's normal when you're in a group and there's norming. Most of the time when you're in new work environments or you're in a space where you're getting to know people, it's normal now to ask for people's preferred pronouns. You wouldn't have known that.
Normal to who? What is normal?
Well, you work in social. You work in social innovation and
my pronouns, so it's not normal to me.
You don't, but I think because I feel like the person was probably offended because they felt like you were not honoring whoever they are, right? But you wouldn't have known that.
Still to this moment, I don't know what their pronouns are. So in that
they didn't offer
circle, we still don't know. So I'll go as far as saying I perceived it to be a she.
Perceive them to be a she.
Them.
Yeah.
Her, him, they,
them. It seems like they, them would be the easiest one on this one.
Join us every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. for the Artist Exchange radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel. Let's do it.
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head and I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Work the mode, tell them where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell them where the cash. If you playing for you gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. Now it's all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride, and you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back.
We back.
We're back.
Lord.
Hot tamale.
Where's the pesto?
Alright, got 10 minutes, y'all.
Listen, it's 10 minutes.
There's a pesto in the house.
It's
A
hot.
taco and a pesto. A big
Just started. It's hot as a hot
I got a
tamale
question.
in 1996.
Is 267 or 2? No. It's
Was it 410 or 443? Bring it back. Turn that shit over.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Action.
No, time out.
Is it 410 or 443?
Action.
Just leave it over there.
Leave that over there.
Ridiculously
fixed.
Word, ridiculously funny comedy series every last Saturday of the month in Philadelphia. We bring it down to we bring it on to Baltimore.
November 9th, next Saturday.
November 9th, next Saturday is the next comedy series in Baltimore.
East Baltimore and Sully's Comedy Center.
Sully's Comedy Center.
Oh, Sully's. Okay.
Yes.
Bring it out. Y'all see how ridiculous this motherfucker just was? On try. He tried to throw a shot. Like he tried to shoot
my shot. What you talking about?
He shot his shot.
I'm sorry, bro.
Listen,
with an assist.
Listen, I go get rebounds and lay up. I can't make every shot, baby. This life.
You hustle.
You know what I'm saying? But you
hustle. You
So,
hustle.
We're not pimping you. This is
a side conversation.
And everybody here gonna have tickets to the show, so y'all come out too.
Yo, not everybody know how to find y'all on social media too.
You can find me at Ken Jones Comedy on pretty much everything. Ken Jones Comedy. The comedian KenJones.com. If you want to check out my website, you can go check out my website. See what else I got going on with me. And I got some shirts. I got a bunch of stuff. So come to a show. I got everything. I hang out. You know what I'm saying? We do everything. Tickets. Tickets you can do on Eventbrite.
How much are tickets for the show coming up?
They only $20. You know what I'm saying? Something like. They're gonna be $30 at the door. So get your tickets, man. I'm gonna give all y'all some free tickets.
Real funny. Oh, we in there like swimwear then.
All y'all to be at the
front
show.
row.
Hey, I'm in there.
See y'all.
Front row.
Yeah, it's next Saturday.
Uncle Dad won't be late, but he'll be
there.
Yeah.
Uncle Dad, we start the show at 6 o'clock. Show starts at 6. He'll be there for 9. Show starts at 6.
Around that time. I ain't going. You mean? I ain't going.
But it is what it is. We'll be in the building.
Yeah.
Support, and we have Mr. Klass. What do you have?
So you could definitely make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's Men with Klass. That's MENWITH.KLASS. Don't get it confused with the C, because the K is nothing less than sensational, because anything less will be uncivilized. You should also make sure you check me out in Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, the Atlanta area, November the 16th. We will be at the Potter's House doing the same script, different cast with the 3D production, as well as you can see me on many other podcasts. Also check out my podcast, HBO, which is Helping Brothers Out. Make sure you like and subscribe that. Be Inspired Global. We're also sponsored by Afro American newspaper. Make sure you guys tune in. If you want to find me on Facebook, I'm Sharon Son.
So, and as always, it is what it is, believe in promoting and supporting local talent. So we're definitely, myself and Love God B will be in Atlanta to support.
And we looking for that barbershop too in Atlanta. We looking for that barbershop.
Hey.
For y'all that don't know about the barbershop, we're just inbox us if you know.
I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Big bro and little bro is confused.
Right. I'm like, what is the barbershop?
Y'all don't want to know. Y'all don't want to know.
Before.
Fall back on. Y'all don't want to know.
Don't even worry about it.
Y'all don't
We
wanna
are
know.
going to support
Y'all don't
and
wanna
to
know.
have a good time.
Sit back on
Listen, Dad Bogard, and it is what it is, _, whatever you want to call it, this Dad Bogard on Instagram. That's what they talking about. I just thought about it, like my bro just said, all my real niggas, y'all don't want leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone.
Yeah.
Leave. You know, that's something for them.
Shout out to Crystal Cuts for the cut.
Yeah,
Good night. Make sure our brother was right.
Y'all know what it is. Let them know how to find you, man.
Once again, Ron Canada. I'm going to co-host with my boy Ken Jones. On the 9th, we're there on the 9th. Sully's Comedy Cellar, Parkville. Go ahead and look it up, man. We real funny.
Yeah.
Find me at Ron Canada on everything. Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Ron Canada on everything.
Shout them out.
Y'all know where to find.
Shout them out. Come on, love God.
Yo, you know what? I ain't fucking with y'all. I'm done.
Come on, love God.
I'm done.
Well,
leave me alone there.
She's done, but I'll always put her information in the recap. And for those that don't remember, I'm a freelance writer for True Self Magazine. This issue just released is featuring Ashley Stewart. Get your copy, because you may see one of us that's sitting here now that is featured in this Ashley Stewart.
Okay.
Give him my little 2 cents.
And I take dick pics in the DMs. Like,
She said she takes dick.
Ain't no psych now.
Send them my number.
This shit about to be funny.
Take dick pics in the DMs. I get It is live. I apologize. I just wanted to say that I'm a freelance writer too.
I know you are.
Big
But
sis,
you never
I'm
publish
big sis.
stuff.
I'm like me and Big Bro.
I'm sorry. I'm right
not
for critique.
with it. We don't want none of them bitches.
No.
Send them to Big Sis.
No, don't send them to
Send
me.
them to me. I killed you, bro.
My bad, y'all.
Send them to me.
Yeah, look, my name Tyree Miles, man. They call me Fly T Miles. I'm also known as Mr. Miles the Writer. Check out our Pearl page at Republic of Great Men of Pearl. My brother's brand. Rest in peace, my brother King Porter. I will be relaunching that. Like I said, Mr. Miles the Writer, Fly T Miles, Critique Empire. Look out for the November issue.
And oh my goodness, my list is too long, so y'all just have to follow me. But the primary things I'm doing is focusing on my fitness. I do want to invite people out on November the 9th. We, as of today, my job, Bon Secours, merged with LifeBridge, so we're hoping to continue to do the same services within the community. So November the 9th, it is a free day. All of the food, you gotta bring people out with the food, is being catered by us. So come out, meet the team, find out the different services in which we offer. For those that are not following me, I'm also working with the mayor's office. You know, in Baltimore City, we're having the opioid crisis, as well as a lot of bad batches of fentanyl that's going on. So I'm on that.
Yeah, watch out for that because they lacing it with everything.
I have, as of lately, I have been posting my number for people because I also oversee the intake department with our substance abuse program. I also oversee the OSOP, which is the Overdose Survivors Outreach Project, as well as the expert in our emergency department. So I am providing intake assessments on demand. I know a lot of times people are listening to that and they're like, no, NIMBY, not in my backyard. Well, guess what? You have a friend or family member that needs those services, and it is part of the Baltimore City Health Department and the Mayor's Office. Help save a life. So come out November the 9th, have fun, dance, meet the LifeBridge / Bon Secours team, meet me as well.
So y'all can stop calling it Bon Secours.
Bon Secours.
And you know, and I'm
She's a
guilty.
big representative of Bon Secours.
No.
Please do not call it that, because Bon Secours is the one hospital in Baltimore City that does a lot of charity.
A lot of
Even whether you
that's what I was about
have
to say.
insurance or not,
I was
we
about to
provide
change that.
services.
That's what I'm saying. Let the people know. Let the people know.
I was calling it Bon Secours. It's really Bon Secours. Reason being because I've been in the community for about 10 years now, and I know a lot of things that they do in the community to uplift the people. So
like housing,
pay bills, jobs, a lot of things. So therefore, you know, just come out, like Dr. Wagner said, come out and see what they have to offer. Right. You know.
Shit!
Everybody.
God damn it! Damn that!
That's the liquor. Before we get out of here, right?
It's only water.
Right. Before we get out of here, I want to thank y'all. But to the parents out there, I'm an advocate for ass whippings. Beat your kids if they need. Whip their ass. Whip their ass.
And their friends' ass.
Thank y'all for coming, though, man. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
It's flowing.
I ain't worried about that.
And as always, love yourself, love each other, and do so unapologetically. See you next Friday.
See y'all. We out.
Somebody lick the table.
No.
I did.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. You are so cute with your little rough